already kicked your butt, Vulture.
Well, I'm back and stronger than ever, Spider-Boy!
It's Spiderman! Leave the kid alone.
I need a favor from you, Thanos. After Adam Warlock turned you to stone, I merged our energies and was able to reverse the effect.
And thus, Rut was created.
I'm powerless against Rot, because he is neither dead nor alive. If left to his own devices, Rot will devour all life on Titan, and eventually, the universe.
What can I do to stop him?
You already have the Infinity Gauntlet and 4 Infinity Stones.
2 more stones, and I'll be unstoppable.
All you need is the Time Stone. This will stop Rot from ever being created.
Where can I find the Time Stone?
On planet Earth.
Time Stone is in your possession. Give it to me.
Rude? Didn't your mother teach you to say please?
The Time Stone will remain with us. Leave.
Dude, what happened to your jaw?
Enough! Hulk smash!
What took you so long?
Busy doing God stuff.
Hit me. This guy's relentless!
will use the power from the reactor to create a bottomless portal. Aim it at him and reverse the current to pull him into the portal.
Where'd that Thanos guy go?
A place with no space or time.
He looked like a radioactive grape with scrotum for a jaw.
Multiple threats detected.
Update GPS and set waypoint.
The new jet looks good.